We are at Estadio Universitario. Pitch conditions, boy, they look pretty perfect for Thursday night football under the lights. 84 degrees, 30-mile-an-hour winds, although the corner flags don't look like it, do they? 1% chance of rain. Just 1%. Let's take a look at our Group E standings as Cuba sits atop the table right now. Panama, heavy on their heels, in fact. They still have a chance to win this group, as does Aruba, by the way. We'll tell you about those circumstances throughout the broadcast, but should be a good one here tonight. Of course, Panama at home. They come in ranked number 6 in the Concacaf rankings. Aruba ranked number 22, but you know what they say about rankings. As soon as the whistle blows, anything can happen on any given Thursday night under the lights. That's what we love about sport. It's what I love about sport. Jamie Watson here, honored and thrilled to be here. In fact, for the Concacaf W Qualifiers, who will punch their ticket. We should know by April 17th which 6 teams will qualify for the Concacaf W Championship later this summer. And remember, that Concacaf W Championship is a qualifier for the World Cup and the Olympics in 28. So this is a really big deal, folks, for all of these women putting on the national team kits tonight. Believe me, their hearts are aflutter, and they can't wait to compete. I want you to know the national anthems for each team. For Panama at home, their anthem is entitled Himno Istmeño. Panama is an isthmus. Their national motto, Pro Mundi Beneficio, and their nickname, the Red Tide. And for Aruba, when they have their hand over the heart, it is Aruba Dushi Terra, which means Aruba Sweet Land. Their national motto, One Happy Island. Why would it be? Beautiful place. Their nickname, Selección.
Concacaf W 2025-26 versus Aruba.
Always get different awesome camera work from the Concacaf crew. And I always love to hear the Concacaf song. It's always inspiring, isn't it? Panama, of course, in the all reds. Aruba on your right in the all blue kits. Fantastic camera work. I love it. All right. It is time now for those national anthems, which I love. They just never get old for me. You've got your national team kit on. You're singing your country's anthem, and you're about to do the very thing that you love to do, play the game of football. I will catch you on the other side. Please do enjoy.
Damas y caballeros, le pedimos ponerse de pie para el himno nacional de Aruba y seguido el himno nacional de Panamá.
Vamos, vamos. What a tremendous camera operator. I'm sorry. You know, when we talk about telling stories, you know, it happens from behind the mic and from behind the camera without question. Such a terrific job of, you know, you really feel like you're right there on the field, and the handshake's always so important. I mean, it's what it's all about, isn't it? Sportsmanship, and sport unites us. And that's what this reminds me of, and I can't get enough of it. Of course, referees will meet in a minute. Their job is to keep the players safe, and so they shall do. But you know, it's time for the starting 11 photos, the pomp. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for head coach Maria Antonio Is and Panama. Starting in goal, 6 foot tall Farisa Cordoba. The 36-year-old will be minding the nets. Keep your eye on the captain, number 4, Catherine Castillo, scored an absolute banger in the last goal against St. Kitts and Nevis. And up top, Riley Tanner has 2 goals, which is tied for the lead for Panama. The captains will meet and exchange flags. See how sport unites. Let's meet our match officials. From El Salvador, Sandra Benitez. From Costa Rica, Kimberly Morera. From Haiti, Falon Diorisma. And from El Salvador, Miriam Leon. Thank you for your service. And an important one it is. Player safety, a #1 issue, in my opinion. Okay, for head coach Arjen van der Laan for Aruba, the goalkeeper is number 1, Hadassah Cox. She's 5 foot 6 inches, 20 years of age, plays for FC Rijnvogels. And your captain is number 6 in the midfield, Soraya van der Hove, 28 years old, plays for FC Utrecht. And keep your eye up top, number 7, Tariana Dornkamp, only one of 2 players with goals for Aruba. Genesis Hazel is the other, number 3, a defender for Aruba. What a run it's been since back in November, the 3 tiers of qualifying for the Concacaf W Championship, home and away matches. Tonight, we're in Panama. And head coach Maria Antonia Tonia, I believe she goes by, Is former head coach, Spanish head coach. Well, she's from Spain. You remember when the under-17s won the world championship? Yep, that's her. Kudos to her. She's currently head coach for Pachuca Femenil in the Mexican Women's League. So she is a world champion. We are about ready to get underway, just waiting for Sandra Benitez's whistle. And we begin here in Penanome, Panama. Once again, Aruba in the sea blue kits and Panama in the all red kits, moving left to right on your screen. Panama comes in with 2 victories, a 6-1 victory over Curacao and a 3-0 victory over St. Kitts and Nevis. And Aruba, a 2-1 win over St. Kitts and Nevis, but they lost 1-0 to Cuba. Head coach for Aruba, Arjen van der Laan. And there's the first shot on goal. And Hadassah Cox picks it up for Aruba. Here's, keep your eye on number 7 there in the red jersey for Panama, Erica Aruz. She has 2 goals also. She sort of marshals the midfield for the Red Tide. And there's the Spanish head coach, Maria Antonia Is. Oh, and by the way, 34 caps for the Spanish women's national team, late 80s and the 90s. Was hoping to, was hired by Panama in 2024, so they come in, like I said, ranked number 6, and boy, they would love to win Group E. Once the championship happens, there will be 8 teams. Canada and the U.S. Received buys, so there'll be 6 tickets punched here. And I believe the Concacaf will send 4 to the Women's World Cup in 2027. And as I mentioned, it's a qualifier for the LA Olympics in 28. So much great soccer ahead. Of course, the Men's World Cup in Canada, US, Mexico this summer. Boy, I can't wait for that. To throw it in, it's Arlen Hernandez, the 30-year-old, plays for Santa Fe FC. There's a foul on Aruba's number 8, Adonaya Breinberg, just 17 years old. Breinberg plays for Excelsior Rotterdam. In my opinion, a very up-and-coming rising star for Aruba. Again, just 17 years old, playing here on the senior women's national team. Beautiful combination play from Aruba down the left flank. It's number 10, Aisa Gomes. She'll take it with the right foot, deflect it right into the arms of goalkeeper Cordoba. Got to keep your eye on Gomes for Aruba, the 28-year-old in the 10 jersey. Fourth minute here in Panama. I've seen so many fans come out to support the women's national team. The community hub, right, is the football stadium, as Aruba is trying to get a shot here on goal, and they do. Blocked. There's a right-footed shot, and it's good! Oh my! Aruba takes a 1-0 lead, a stunner. Do you not love to see the joy? Oh my goodness. I believe it was number 11, Vanessa Susanna, with an absolute hammer. The 28-year-old puts it in the back of the net. That one-time shot, it catches goalkeeper Cordoba by surprise. Nothing like a big 5-moment goal, right? Incredible. Vanessa Susanna, 5th minute, gives Aruba a surprise 1-0 lead on enemy turf. This will be the first corner kick for Panama. How will they respond? Opportunity here, and that's number 9. Carla Riley has a goal in this tournament to take the corner. Low driven ball to the near post, and goalkeeper from Aruba handles it easily. And here comes the high press from Panama, and it pays off. But triple teamed is Shirlene King in the 10 jersey for Panama. And Aruba putting on some pressure. That's Breinberg, I mentioned. And Panama just a little unsettled here after that goal in the 5th minute. Need to recoup. The good news is there's an eternity of time for Panama to get back in this one. again, and we should probably talk about the offensive firepower of the Red Tide. They have 9 goals for in this tournament, have only conceded 1, now 2. There is Genesis Hazel, the aforementioned. Scored a goal for Aruba. She'll play that one over the touchline. Throw in for Panama. Here's your captain, Castillo. She can score, folks. In fact, she has a goal in this tournament. She scored the 3rd goal against St. Kitts and Nevis, a 3-0 win for Panama, and it is somewhere on the website. You can go to Concacaf.com, but it was definitely a top 10 goal. Castillo, you know, those defensive backs, they love to score goals, and she did it with style and panache. Another foul on Aruba. It was from about 20 yards, and she sort of caught it with the outside of her foot as we watched this foul here on Aruba. Ball had long gone. And I've never seen a curveball quite like the shot from Castillo. That was Carla Riley absorbing that foul, and she stands over the ball for a direct free kick for the Red Tide. And goalkeeper off her line early, charges and grabs it right at the edge of the 6-yard box. Distributes with her hand, but it is intercepted by Panama on that far side. Near the center circle now. Here's Castillo. Keep your eye on number 4. She's captain for a reason. 29-year-old Castillo plays for San Lorenzo de El Macro. There she is. Got that captain's armband on her right bicep. There's a ruse, another player to keep your eye on. Erica Aruz, the 22-year-old. There she is. Had a brace in that Curacao win. Here's Enriquez to throw it in for Aruba. If you're just joining us, a bit of a stunner, a shot from the bow of Aruba. A 5th-minute goal by number 11, Vanessa Susana. And Panama trying to respond here with their 2nd corner kick of this first half. This time it'll be King, Shirlene King from the near side to take it with what looks to be a left-footed in-swinger. And they'll go short to Riley. Good set piece here. Here's Aruz. She goes ahead and takes a shot, and it deflects over the byline. We'll do it again. There's your goal scoring summary. It was a blocked shot in the penalty box. And Susana didn't take a touch. It was right there, and one-time rocket into the far side of the net. Here goes the ball right towards, oh boy, parried over the net by the goalkeeper. That was dangerous. Heck of a play by Hadassah Kak, the 5'6" goalkeeper for Aruba. Look at this ball spinning. Oh, that was headed. 2 players driving towards the goal from Panama. Superlative play by the goalkeeper. It'll be the 3rd corner kick, though, for Panama. Riley. She's got 2 different colored boots on, folks. You have to be cool to do that. Goalkeeper finally corrals that ball from her defender. And Aruba, after that early 5th-minute goal, Panama has responded, certainly with possession and 3 corner kicks. Three shots for Aruba, just 2 shots for Panama. This could be trouble here. Panama down the right flank, just outside the penalty. Oh, what a nice move. Left-footed shot near post. Oh, that hit the outside of the side netting for number 10, Shirlene King. 8 caps, 2 goals for King. The 20-year-old plays for Oklahoma State University. And all you youngsters out there, go ahead, copy that move right there, because you've got to find something that works for you to create space and a change of direction. That's how you beat defenders. It's nice to have a bevy of moves like Messi, but you really just need one that works. Another foul on Aruba, captain Vorhave. In the 6th jersey, Soraya, 28-year-old for Aruba. Here's King once more. De Castillo. Love that. You see how they switched? Possession certainly in favor of Panama, 62-38. Castillo, no problem going forward. King just dropped back in her position. So often when center backs go forward, forwards do not track them. Here's Riley Tanner. We talked about her at the top, left side of the penalty area. Now in the penalty area, here comes the left-footed delivery. Is cleared over the byline by Aruba, so corner kick number 4 coming up for Panama. An orange boot and a purple boot for Carla Riley. Another low-driven ball to the PK spot, headed away by Aruba, but still top of the box. And Riley Tanner tries to plays it to Carla Riley. A Riley to a Riley. There's Wendy Natis in the 3 jersey on that back line for Panama. Once again, Shirlene King double teamed on that right flank. Oh, there's a tough miss. That went between the legs of number 4, center back Michaela Neto. Corner kick number 5 coming up. Once again, Shirlene King to take it for Panama. Great camera angle. Out to the penalty spot once again. Fantastic, headed away by Neto. Boy, she made sure she got it that time. Michaela Neto on that back line for Aruba. Has been a standout player for them. Again, Panama just so persistent. Here's Aruz out to King, gets a touch on the right side of the box, passes it, and there's a shot and a goal! Tanner thunders it home. Panama equalizes. 17th minute, we are tied. Riley Tanner with her 3rd goal of the tournament. She did not miss. Right on the doorstep, outside the 6. Make no mistake about it. She now leads all scorers for the Red Tide with 3 goals. Riley Tanner spent some time in the NWSL with the Washington Spirit, currently playing with Sydney United FC. The 26-year-old with plenty of talent for the Red Tide. El Capitan to throw it in. And Aruz draws that foul, 7-on-7 battle. Aruz fouled by Dornkamp. More great camera work. There's Dornkamp. She is one of the goal scorers for Aruba, the 22-year-old. Comes a free kick towards the far post. Ball still in play, looking for the offside flag. Is it up? I think they're saying it went over the byline, so corner kick number 6. Riley to take it. Beautiful in-swinger towards the near post, and you don't get a whole lot of leeway with touching the goalkeepers. They're like quarterbacks in American football. They are protected at all costs, and goalkeepers, as they should be, in my opinion. A little bit of a bump there from Panama, and the referee called the foul. Free kick coming up. Oh, nearly a perfect pass, seam pass through to Susanna. Here's Tanner. And that'll be a throw-in. Pretty sure it went on the left side of the flag. Hernandez will take it now. Arlen Hernandez. And Hazel unable to clear it. Left-footed shot deflected as well. Breinberg trying to clear it out to the flank, but Panama just pressing, not letting Aruba out of their own half. Another steal, and a right-footed shot is blocked. That shot by Salazar. As Panama is pressing. There's your head coach, Tonya Is from Spain. There's your goal-scoring summary. We'd love to see goals, and we've had 2 of them in the first 17 minutes. There's the goal scorer in the 5th minute, Vanessa Susanna. 28-year-old with a shocker, a stunner from about 16 yards away. Gorgeous goal. We'll show it again at halftime, if not before. Tiny bit of a dive there, but she gets the call. Foul on King there. Free kick coming up for Aruba. And there's Michaela Neto. And anytime the foot goes over the hip, it's probably going to be a dangerous play, and it should be. And that's the call. There is Michaela Neto. Here's the captain to take it for Aruba. Left foot's flying just to the top of the 6, and the 6-foot Cordoba has no problem handling that. 6 shots now for Panama, just 3 for Aruba. It was just a few moments ago, it was 3-2 in favor of Aruba, and Panama is putting on the pressure. And they are here at home. They certainly have a wonderful crowd on hand tonight to support them. They've been a little bit quiet. Maybe it's just I can't hear them. Here's a cross the far side. There's a header, and Tanner looking for the brace. Heck of a save by the Aruban goalkeeper. Ball still in play, and that one falls gently into the arms of Hadassah Kak, the woman in black. Neto with a nice save there. These defensive clearances, I tell you, they are so important to get the ball high and wide, out of danger. Oh, there's a lovely ball. Went right past Hernandez. Is that Gums out on that far side? It is Aisha Gums. I'm telling you, she is a player. Gums, the 28-year-old, plays for Panathinaikos FC. It looks Greek. A lot of letters in her club ball. But she certainly has been one of the dangerous players for Aruba in the 10 jersey. Gums alongside the goal scorer, Susanna. By the way, the first corner kick for Aruba. There's Wendy Natis getting a verbal chit-chat from Sandra Benitez of El Salvador, our official in Dorn camp. The conversation sort of goes like this: stop it. Stop all the tomfoolery. I'm watching you. All right, left-footed in swinger. And parried down to the ground by Cordoba, the keeper from Panama. So here's the deal with Panama. They can clinch the top of the group as the goalkeepers play keep away. Panama can clinch the top of the group with wins against Aruba, and next, the final match against Cuba. Panama could also advance with a win tonight and a draw against Cuba, as it looks like Breinberg is fouled. Free kick for Aruba coming up. Aruz has been chippy from behind there. Now, as far as Aruba goes, they come in with 1 win, 1 draw. They're sitting in 3rd place. They can qualify with victories tonight against Panama and against Curacao. And, we're not done yet, and a draw between Panama and Cuba when those two play each other, presumably for the Group E title to clinch their ticket to the Concacaf W Championship. But you just got to stick with us, and you got to go to CONCACAF, watch the games with us, check the results, concacaf.com. Matches will run through April 17th. I think that's the final date. It all started 29 teams back in November. And we mentioned USA and Canada received byes because they were the finalists and runner-up in the 2022 CONCACAF W Championship. A really good match between the USA and Canada. It was an Alex Morgan goal and a 1-0 victory for the United States. So those two teams received byes. But let me tell you, 27th minute, we are level here. It's been a really good game so far here in Panama. But the stars have been out in this championship. Bunny Shaw for Jamaica, by the way, I believe she will be there tomorrow night. Jamaica plays Antigua and Barbuda. One of my favorite players, Melchi Dumornay from Haiti. Of course, Jacqueline Ovalle, Ordonez and Camberos, and Rebecca Bernal from Mexico. course, if you're wondering why Marta Cox, the legend, is not here, she tore her ACL in the first, I think in the games, I'm not sure if it was first round or second round, but after they beat St. Kitts and Nevis, Panama brought out the 10 jersey, which was Marta's jersey, and took a picture thinking of her as she's recovering. When you think of Panamanian football, it is Marta Cox, without a doubt. Wishing her all the best in her recovery. I have no doubt she will be back. And there's the speed of Aruz. She caught up to that one. And to King, the right side. And I'm telling you, there is Michaela Neto again. Corner kick number 7. Neto in the 4 jersey, the 19-year-old, plays for Young FC Utrecht. You want to talk about up-and-comers. All right, from this near side, it's Shirlene King to take the kick, corner kick. Far post. And it's good! Oh my, couldn't see! How about that? Hernandez puts Panama up 2-1. What a goal from number 5, Arlen Hernandez. 29th minute. You know, you just don't want to give up those corner kicks, but she beat the 17-year-old Breinberg to the spot, didn't she? Beautiful replay here, and that is how you head it right into the back of the net. Panama leads 2-1. Oh, those set pieces. I tell you, Hernandez, just in the nick of time, found that inside corner. Yet another different goal scorer. I think we're up to 7 different players have scored for Panama in this championship, and they are picking up where Marta Cox has taught them to be. I mentioned they come in ranked 6th, and I would say the odds-on favorite to win Group E, but you just don't know. The best live theater in the world. Here comes Tanner down the left flank. Lovely little move there by Riley. And again, a poor clearance. And Panama's right back down your throat. Aruz down the right side. Still on her feet. Far post. Oh, what a save by Cook! Unbelievable. And good sportsmanship there. Love to see that from Dornkamp. But it's a foul on Riley. Free kick. Riley Tanner, that is. Look at this save. Point blank. Cut that angle down. Oh my, highlight reel save for Aruba's Hadassah Cock. And there's your foul on Tanner. So it'll be like a very short corner. Just a few steps outside of the penalty area. Carla Riley to take it. Far post. But I'm gonna call the pushing foul there on number 3, Wendy Natis. You know, every set piece, all the defenders from Panama are like, yes, I want to score. And we saw that from Hernandez, number 5, the left back for Panama. Here comes Aruz. Top of the D. There's a right-footed shot by Riley, just trying to, little half volley, short choppy kick. It goes wide right. Look at Riley telling all of her teammates, let's keep it in here. Put the pressure on. Don't let them out. As you look at the goal summary, Aruba with the shocker, great goal. Stay around at halftime. We'll show you all the goals. And then Aruba with consecutive goal. I'm sorry, Panama with consecutive goals in the 17th and the 29th minute. So they're certainly starting to pick up steam in the shot total as well. They now have 11 shots, 7 corner kicks, and they just keep coming. The Red Tide. Lovely steal there by Susanna. Just off the mark there. Right idea, wrong execution. Seven fouls for Aruba, 6 for Panama. Here they come again. Here's Riley. Little miscommunication there. Just thought her teammate was passing and then running as we look at head coach Arjun Viderlan of Aruba. And that'll be a throw in for Panama. 34th minute. Oh, it's been a good one here in Panama. I mentioned the USA and Canada are 1 and 2. Costa Rica 3, Mexico 4. Jamaica, I mentioned, plays tomorrow night. They're ranked 5th. Panama is 6th. They're right here. Melchi Demorne and Narissa Mondesir of Haiti ranked 7th. El Salvador 8. Be interesting to see who punches their ticket. 29 teams. Some teams are out of it, but still an awesome and amazing experience to be here. A great learning experience on a big stage. Aruba traveling 600 miles to get here to Panama. Of course, Panama just woke up and rolled right over to the stadium. Here's Breinberg. Oh, lovely pass through to Susanna, working here on this near side. And again, just an inaccurate pass. And part of the problem there is Panama so technically very good with the ball at their feet, right? We mentioned it, possession, I think, is somewhere near 70-30. So once you give the ball up to the Red Tide, they don't give it back. And that's Breinberg, who is down, the 17-year-old. Came in hard, and that was a big knock to the shin. Wear your shin guards. And the hard part about that is the foot was planted, but she's young, 17. I just feel like youth is always better in those situations. Hopefully, should be all right. Adanaya Breinberg, the 17-year-old, plays for Excelsior Rotterdam in her club ball. The national motto of Aruba, one happy island of 107,000 people is their population. Panama boasting 4.5 million people. You never know about population size. You certainly think, oh, the more people, the more talent to draw from, but Curacao, just the men just qualified. Same right around the same 107,000 people population for Curacao. Congratulations to the men's national team. They will be participating in the Men's World Cup from Concacaf. Here's a ruse down the right side. Lovely cutback move. Left foot, top of the box, top of the 18, and it's wide left anyway. I don't believe the goalkeeper got a touch on it, so goal kick. You can see how a ruse looked like she was trying to curl it. Did that goalkeeper get a touch on it? I don't know. Ref says no, and that's all that matters. 38th minute, 2-1, Panama leads here in Panama, Panama. Thursday night football, under the lights. Where else would you want to be? A ruse. Once more with a push from behind on Breinberg. Free kick for Aruba. Player's going to be coming on. It's number 15, Sophia Mora. Plays for Bubali. Club ball. Hopefully Breinberg is okay. That's a foul on Dornkamp. Looks like the referee's giving her final verbal warning. Next one's going to be a yellow card. And it wasn't about the ball. That time it was about the body. Big old body check there. And the substitute indeed does come on. Number 15, Sophia Mora, for number 5, Divian Enriquez. The 21-year-old checks out. An early sub for Aruba. Sophia Mora. There's Riley Tanner doing what she does down the left flank. Another good save by the goalkeeper from Aruba. And there's the captain for Aruba, Verhoeven. Draws that foul. Free kick for Aruba. You know the hands up. What? I didn't do anything. Really good move there by Vanessa Susana Castillo. Forced to foul as Susana was about to go right by her. That was a veteran professional foul. Fortunate not to get a card there, but look at this move right there. She was on her way. Great camera work there. Susana. We talked about her and Gums up top. They've been terrific tonight. There's Neto. Getting a foot on it for Aruba. There's Neto once again. Plays it out wide. It's Genesis Hazel. That looks like Lammers, Bonnie Lammers. She's got good size up top. And goes off of Aruba, so throw in for Panama. Bonnie Lammers in the 19 jersey, the 22-year-old. Plays for VBV de Graafschap. And they changed that call. It'll be a throw in. That's number 2, Joya Trump. Oh, this could be trouble. Here's Susana once more. Oh my, blocked. Beautiful block by Panama. As we've already seen, Susana does not need many touches to put the ball in the back of the net, as she did in the 5th minute. End to end we go. Here's Shirlene King, 1v3. She goes around one, but gets stopped by Dornkamp. Throw in for Panama. 42nd minute. 3 minutes plus whatever stoppage time we have. Castillo, the captain, to throw in. Oh no. She knows it. Corner kick number 8, Genesis Hazel, hands to the face after she gave up an easy corner kick there when she had time to settle and clear properly. They scored on their last corner kick. Will they do so again? Shirlene King to take it. And going right back to that far post again. The diving header just missed by number 11, Catherine Paris. Applaud the effort, Catherine. Well done. The diving header, one of my favorites. Here, take a look at it. There's Paris. Oh, didn't miss by much. Always is a marvel that, to me, that sport comes down to a game of inches. We see it over and over again. Thrown for Panama. There's a good look at Aise Gums, the 10 jersey for Aruba. See if Riley Tanner can catch up to that, and she does. She has been as equally dangerous on that left side. Dornkamp blasts that over the touchline. Throwing for Panama, 44th minute. Tell you, Aruba does not want to concede a third goal here before halftime. There's Tanner. This is Salazar. Bit of an advantage call, I think, there. Didn't referee let that one go. Must be an injured player down. That's what I thought. It's Dornkamp. Referee's just making sure she's okay. Tariana Dornkamp, 22 years of age, as I mentioned, has a goal in this championship. And I think her own teammate, Trump, stepped on her foot. And we know that doesn't feel good. There it is, 2 additional minutes shown to us from Miriam Leon of El Salvador, the 4th official, responsible for substitutions and extra time and the technical areas. Making sure those coaches don't get too out of hand. Yep, foul on Salazar there. Free kick, Aruba. Should they be happy to take their time? Just 4 shots for Aruba. They started out strong. They had 3 quick shots in the first 8 minutes. And then just 1 shot since, whereas Panama now has 13 shots. Under a minute to play. Oh, the crowd loves that footwork. Fancy footwork from, it's like King. Once again, here comes Tanner down the left flank. And offside, perhaps? Under 30 seconds to go. Leads all scorers for Panama. Riley Tanner with 3 goals in this championship. Panama knocking on the door to a Group E win, but Cuba and Aruba may have something to say about that. And there it is, your first half whistle. Your score, Panama 2, Aruba 1. Goals summary. It was Aruba who struck first, Susanna in the 5th minute, Vanessa Susanna. But then 2 goals from Panama, Riley Tanner and Hernandez in the 17th and 29th minute. Your halftime score 2-1 in favor of Panama. Stay with us when we come back. We will have first half highlights and statistics just for you. You're watching the Concacaf W Qualifiers. Hey everybody, welcome back to our first half highlights, and it all starts. Does it get any better than the national anthem? Look at those faces, hand over heart. The flag of Panama, the coin toss, This match between Panama and Aruba here in Panama, Panama. And it got everybody off their seat early. There was an early shot. But here is the 5th-minute goal by Vanessa Susan. What a rocket. Susanna with a strike puts Aruba up 1-0 after the 5th minute. And look at the smiles. Traveled 600 miles for those smiles. And a busy first half for goalkeeper Hadassah Kak of Aruba. She has faced quite a few shots. 8 corner kicks for Panama in this first 45. There's Shirlene King with a left-footed rip. Goes wide right. But here is a goal from Riley Tanner. It's the equalizer right on the doorstep, and she does not miss. Tanner levels Panama 1-1 in the 17th minute. And back and forth we went. There goes Vanessa Susanna hitting the turf. Michaela Neto taking it in the gut. Dangerous play. Been a pretty clean game. There's a ball to the far post. Look at that save. Been a couple of really good saves from the keeper from Aruba. That was Cordoba, the 6-footer. Here's the goal from Hernandez. How about it? What a service. Look at that far post and sneaks it in. The upper 90, Arlen Hernandez, the 30-year-old left back on the set-piece corner kick, puts Panama up 2-1 as Aruz misses wide left there. Here comes Tanner once more, and the keeper doing a nice job for Aruba, keeping them in this one. There's Catherine Paris going for the diving header. And that is how the first half ended. Panama 2, Aruba 1. Pretty darn entertaining if you ask me. Let's take a look at our first half statistics. 13 shots for Panama, just 5 for Aruba. But guess what? They capitalized on that first, I guess it was the second shot they scored. 60-40 possession in favor of Panama. And look at that, 9 corner kicks to just 1 for Aruba. So Panama pretty much in the driver's seat, but guess what? Still 45 minutes to go, and if Aruba comes out and puts one in the net, anything can happen. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll have that second half kick for you. You're watching Concacaf W Qualifier.
And we are underway. Concacaf W Qualifiers.
Second chance opportunity saved. Nearly on the line. Third chance is in.
What a move, Christopher. And a heck of a save.
He's going to try again. Oh, and she scores this time.
This is obsession. The beautiful sickness. You tell yourself it's just a game. A thing to pass the time. But time starts to bend around it. This is football, a madness that ties strangers together and tears friends apart. And these are its most epic battles.
This broadcast is copyrighted by Concacaf for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of Concacaf is strictly prohibited.
Hey everybody, welcome back to half number 2, about ready to get underway here in Panama, Panama. Jamie Watson here. Thrilled and honored to be here as we look at the goalkeeper from Aruba, Hadassah Kak, who has played very, very well. They have certainly made this match interesting. However, Panama has sort of regained the momentum in the last 30 minutes of that first half, and look at the passion with which they are talking to each other. So much on the line. 8 teams total will participate in the Concacaf W Championship, and only 6 will qualify from this tournament of 29 teams. Get a chance, we'll go around the standings, Group A through F, who's at the top of the table and what's going on. I mean, 6 tickets will be punched by the end of the week, so stay tuned. Lots of excitement to be had. I mentioned Marta Cox. She is recovering from a knee injury, the 28-year-old. I'm sure she's watching tonight. 63 caps and 26 goals for the veteran legend. Panama football, not here tonight, but surely cheering her team on, playing in the Turkish Super League right now. What a time to be alive, as Cordoba has a few prayers to say before we get underway. The second 45, that's Charlene King. Always dangerous, no matter the flank. Sandra Benitez from El Salvador leading the way. And we are afoot, half number 2. Once again, Panama and the All Reds moving right to left on your dial. Aruba, the one happy island, their national motto in the sea blue kits. And Bonnie Lammer is a good target forward, just hasn't had much room to operate up top. It's been Gums and Vanessa Susanna in the 11 jersey for Aruba. And there is the aforementioned number 10, Gums. Genesis Hazel to the near side. Reinberg with a interception. Dornkamp trying to go right back into the defender. She gets possession back. And Trump goes back to Hazel. Good shielding there by Susanna. Good use of the body. Here comes the captain. Verhoeven to Breinberg, the 17-year-old. A little bit of a large turn there by Breinberg, and enough time for Panama to get back. Trump to throw it in. Lammers. Back to Susanna. Not sure where she was going with that. It's intercepted. Salazar switches fields. Changing that point of attack, and a poor pass by Aruz. Fortunate not to pay for it. Lovely ball over the top, down the right flank. Panama cuts towards the middle. Now this is trouble. Paris. Oh, there's Tanner again. Oh, she misses wide right. Oh, we've all been there once again. The goalkeeper, Hadassah Kok, comes out and cuts down that angle for Tanner. What a play. Was the offside flag was up? Yep, it wouldn't have counted anyway. But still, you got to recognize the excellent play of the goalkeeper. Once again, Genesis Hazel, her long balls are finding the team in red. Here's Hernandez. The left back showing the fancy footwork. Here's Breinberg. Over to Susanna. Well played to the captain. And Breinberg, not sure if her teammates were communicating, but couldn't see Salazar coming up from behind and picked it off. Zaruz in the 7 jersey down the right flank, and here comes a cross, but it goes over the byline. Sometimes it's challenging to get your hips around. You've got to get your plant foot towards the penalty spot or the top of the 6 so that that shot goes on frame as opposed to out of bounds. It's all about on target, right? It's the only way the ball has a chance to go in is if it's on target. Certainly the goal of every player. Here comes Breinberg, 1v1. Adanaya just gets shoved off the ball by Wendy Natisse, the veteran. Natisse. 17-year-old's gonna have to figure out ways to muscle up or find the moves to go by. Throwing for Panama. Good crowd on hand. Thursday night football under the lights. Just absolutely perfect conditions here in Panama. 85 degrees. Doesn't seem to be that windy, because of the stadium effect. And no rain tonight, 1% chance. And we've seen this reel before. Riley Tanner owns real estate on this left side. And some really good work by Vanessa Susanna. She's the captain. Nice combination play there. There's the captain down the right flank, unmarked. Now she's in the penalty area. Here's a right-footed delivery. Was it a, looked like it, Paris might have hit the hand, but no. Referee was right there. She would have seen it. Charlene King breaking ankles as she goes. King to this near side to Tanner. And Riley, those long legs, that stride, she catches up to it. Back to Charlene King. Oh. And that was a studs-up tackle, and Charlene King is going to be booked. I'm sure she meant no malice, but as soon as those studs start to get up, right into the face, that is, again, I don't think she intended it, but book it. Yellow card to number 10, Charlene King. And that is Joya Trump on the other end. I love how both teams are fighting fiercely for the ball, though. Fortunately, that contact was not that bad. Could have been worse. And there is a look at number 8, Xiandra Gonzalez, 30-year-old, plays for Turbine Potsdam. She's getting warmed up to come in for Panama. '53rd minute. Salazar. One touch too many for Susanna. Here's Tanner. Lovely move down the left flank. And a cross blocked. The first corner kick of the second half for Panama. Riley Tanner, always making things happen. Earns that corner kick for her side. Carla Riley to take it. And that ball driven inside the box, parried away by the goalkeeper. And Breinberg just touches it over, out of play. Throw in for Panama. And we'll go ahead and take time for that substitute. A couple of substitutes. 8 and 20 will be checking in for Panama. Kenya Rangel is number 20. Both are 30 years of age. Rangel plays for Alajuela Futsal. Rangel, a veteran, 11 caps, 4 goals for her country. And Aruz is gonna check out. Aruz, 2 goals in this tournament, a brace and a 6-1 defeat of Curacao. The woman of the match. There's Rangel on the ball now. You can see your goal scoring summary from that first half. Aruba in the 5th minute, and then 2 goals from Panama in the 17th and 29th minute. I mentioned this last 30 minutes dominated by Panama, and Aruba looking for an equalizer. It hasn't been as one-sided as the latter minutes of that first half. Shots were 13-5 in favor of Panama. If Aruba wants to get back into this, they're going to have to start firing on goal. They don't have any shots so far in this second half. Believe that's Gums. Advantage. Lammers plays it out to Joya Trump. Heck of a slide tackle there. Looks like Riley Tanner. Gotta love your forwards that play defense like that. Shots on target. Right on cue, 5-2. Hernandez and Lammers going at it. Good battle. Neto, the hustle to keep that ball in play. Lammers still in possession. She's got good size. She's pretty good with the ball at her feet, but finally dispossessed. If you're curious about who has the golden boot so far in this tournament, it's Mexico and Charlyn Corral with 9. And I was fortunate enough to call the game where she scored 7 of the 9 in one contest. And that is why she is at the top of the table. Jill Aguilera is actually tied with Corral with 9 goals. The superstar from Puerto Rico, Jill Aguilera. And in third place, it is Aisha Solorzano of Guatemala. And I think Bunny Shaw has 5 goals as well, so from Jamaica. I'll have to double check that. The great Bunny Shaw will be playing tomorrow night. Can't wait for that one. So many good matches this week. Good give and go. Tanner once again down the left side against Hazel. She cuts towards the middle, top of the D to Ronhell, who flies it over the bar, and it is deflected. Guess who? Michaela Neto. There's no quit in Neto. She came out and deflected that ball. Second corner kick of the second half. She wasn't going to let Ronhell tee it up from there. Charlene King, the left foot, top of the 6. Oh, Castillo going with the half bicycle kick. Oh, Capitan, my Capitan. Her and Paris will do it again. The third corner kick of this second half, 12 in total for Panama. They're going to go short this time. And Ronhell goes up high with it, but keeper is on it for Aruba. I like a well-organized short corner. I don't like short corners that result in turnovers. 9 out of 10 times as a coach, I'm playing it right into danger on the first touch. We've got an update for you from Group D. Haiti against Anguilla. Haiti leads 4-0. The great Milshi DeMornay. Oh, there's a clearance right up the middle. Not where you want to go. DeMornay, by the way, the 2024 Concacaf Player of the Year. I'm going to talk about legends from Haiti. Of course, she's playing in Paris for Olympique Lyon. Can Breinberg catch up to that? Oh, what a battle. And she tries to chip the goalkeeper. Great idea. But wide left, just have quite the skill to do exactly what was going on in her mind. But you'd love to see how the wheels are spinning for the 17-year-old. Adanaya Breinberg. in the 8 jersey for Aruba. And there's a long ball over the top. And of course, you got the fresh legs of number 20, Ronhell, just checked in. And she's going to give you all the gas. No breaks. Dornkamp. Out wide to Trump. Here's Vanessa Susanna. Back to Genesis Hazel. And that's a much better ball over the top, but a little too much pace on it. Lammers can't catch up to it. It's such an underrated skill from the back line. Your delivery of those Route 1 balls, over the top balls, they really do require accuracy. And Cordoba looks like she is cramping, and we might see a goalkeeper rotation. And so important to make sure that you get water and electrolytes. And here is the last look at that shot from Breinberg as Cordoba was just moving side to side and pulls up right there. Sometimes it's just simply not having enough, the proper amount. Fluid balance is so complex in all of us. We all sweat differently. We lose water differently, but the one thing we must do is rehydrate. And no cooling breaks tonight because the temperatures were in the low 80s. But if you come into a match already dehydrated, that's a problem. So, we have athletic trainers and medics, and hopefully everybody's telling you what to do. At the end of the day, it's up to the athlete to make sure that they are taking care of their ratio of water to electrolytes. Because cramping it hurts, A, and B, it takes you out of the game. And it's essentially making you useless to your team. So I always recommend night before, water and electrolytes. The morning of, water and electrolytes. Pre-game, water and electrolytes. In-game, there you go. There you see her drinking water and electrolytes. It's really the lack of electrolytes which is what causes the muscles to not work, to cramp. All right, looks like she's gonna stay in for the moment. Farisa Cordoba, the 6-foot goalkeeper for Panama, in the stunning neon green kit. All right, back to live action. '66th minute goal scoring summary. All goals in the first 45. Haven't seen a goal since the 29th minute, forgive me. Left back Arlen Hernandez scored a gorgeous goal off of a corner kick for Panama. It is, if this result were to hold, would be the game winner for that player right there. Number 5, Arlen Hernandez. She got up high, beat Breinberg to the spot, and headed that ball into the back of the net. It is a lost art form, I believe, but Hernandez is now on my list. A good header. There's your captain, Castillo. 29-year-old. Scored an absolute golazo against St. Kitts and Nevis. We have seen so many great goals. Starting back in November in round 1. Round 2 was February, March. Here we are in round 3. And the great goals keep on coming. Referee's just calling advantage and keeping an eye on the players, but he's all right. I think that's the right call. Rangel, back to Castillo. Route 1 ball over the top. And Michaela Neto. Working hard on that back line for Aruba is successful. It's so great to see all of the young girls and boys with their Panama national team jerseys on. 2 more substitutes, more fresh legs. That looks like number 21 for Panama, Ana Quintero. The 21-year-old plays for University of South Florida. And number 2, Hilary Jean comes in for the goal scorer, Arlen Hernandez. Hilary Jean has a goal in this tournament. She scored one of the 6 goals against Curacao. So now we have 4 substitutes. 4 sets of fresh legs for Panama. No subs so far for Aruba. Brian Berg working hard. Corner kick. Just the second of the match, the first of this second half, as Brian Berg grabbing her right leg. And it looks like we're going to get a sub for Aruba. They heard me. No subs. You can see Breinberg grimacing here. Look at her take that shot right there. Breinberg on Natis. Not sure that was necessary. But she still does a nice job of drawing the corner. That was Baltrip, number 23 from Panama, who touches it over the end line. They go short, looking for the far post, and oh, Genesis Hazel, you know, again, you talk about a game of inches. She is about 1 yard shy of where she needed to be to get on the other end of that cross. Genesis Hazel called for that foul. Panama free kick. I'm not sure that was the correct call, but let's shout out the sub for Aruba. That's number 9, Ziana Rogers. You ready for this, folks? 15 years old. Number 9, Ziana Rogers. Sorry, the second sub in. Forgot Sophia Mora subbed in the first half. Ziana Rogers plays for SV Britannia, and she is a bright light, I will say, for Aruba. Great speed, And good instincts as Riley Tanner cruising down, and the penalty is given. Unfortunately, Tanner, boy, she has just been so good throughout this tournament for Panama. Here she draws. Didn't look like a whole lot there, but Genesis Hazel just gets enough of her, I guess. Kind of looked a little bit like a dive, but the referee was right there. I mean, right there. So penalty kick for Panama. This will give them a 2-goal lead. Looks like number 9, Carla Riley. 2 different colored boots. 28-year-old. And Riley rips it right in the back of the net, rips the cords. And we've got a Selly. Can't get enough of those. 73rd minute. Panama takes a 3-1 lead on a penalty kick by number 9, Carla Riley. That's her 2nd goal this tournament. Just absolutely clinically finished by Riley. And the other Riley, Riley Tanner, gets a high five for drawing that PK. Look at that tackle by Neto. She is just tough. Here's Tanner once more. Her night's work is not over yet. Throw in for Panama. (16-6) shots favoring the Red Tide. Here's Riley once again. And that's right at the keeper. Handles that fairly easily. So over in Group A, it's pretty much a battle between Puerto Rico and Mexico. And that Jill Aguilera, Puerto Rico, with her 9 goals. But Mexico, interestingly, that we talked about that under-17 championship win for head coach Maria Antonia Is when she was coaching Spain's under-17 team. They defeated Mexico in the final, 1-0. Mexico has just got such a great pipeline of players. All right, let's shout out Rebecca Espinoza, who also has a goal in this tournament. The 33-year-old, hard to believe, she doesn't even look that age, comes on for Wendy Natisse. Espinoza plays for Santa Fe FC. Now the 5th sub for Panama. In Group B, we talked about Jamaica, Nicaragua, and Guyana all have 6 points. Tune in tomorrow night for Jamaica. Catch you all up to speed on what's going on in their group. Here's a free kick. Hazel heads it, but not on target. Your goal summary: 3 first-half goals and just 1 in this second half. The PK by Riley, and that is going to be the 2nd corner kick of the second half for Aruba. Boy, they really could put some pressure on Panama if they could somehow find a way to find the back of the net here. Vanessa, Susanna to take it. Right foot, far post, nobody home. That's a no-no. Somebody's always responsible for that far post run, and that's a foul. There's a jersey pull by number 8. Chandra Gonzalez, who just checked in. So essentially a short corner as she gets all kinds of shirt there. Far post. That time Hazel was on it, headed it back down, and it was cleared by Panama. Riley back to Castillo, long ball forward. Now, I mentioned that cramping hurts. You can see it on the face of Cordoba. It's kind of relentless. Basically, the sodium-potassium pump that helps your muscles contract and release, it sort of gets jammed into full contraction. There's no release because you don't have enough mineral salts. So, yeah, I think we've all been there, and we know how much that hurts, but I mean, and it's preventable. So over in Group D, it's Haiti. We gave you that score update, 4-0 over Anguilla. They have 9 points in Group D. The Dominican Republic has 7, Suriname 4. In Group E, which is right here, Panama, Cuba, and Aruba fighting it out. And in Group F, it's El Salvador that sits atop that group with 6 points. Trinidad and Tobago with 4 points, and Honduras and Barbados round out the bottom of that group, and they do not have a chance to win that group. And there's your PK. What do you think, folks at home? It was called, it was given, and Carla Riley did what she had to do, and she puts it in the back of the net, and Panama gives themselves a 2-goal cushion. And love the Sellies. There's Riley Tanner. The 2 Rileys there credited for that goal. Riley Tanner got the foul in the box, and Carla Riley knocked home the PK. Be interesting to see if they bring in the goalkeeper. On the start list sheet, it is Yeneth Bailey or Isabella Moret. The 22-year-old plays for Georgia Southwestern State University. These 2 teams have met once before, and it was a 9-0 victory back in 2022. Okay, so just 4 years ago. And it just seems to me that Aruba has improved that much from a 9-0 defeat 4 years ago to being very much in this game right now. You can see the possession has even gone further in favor of Aruba, 56-44. That shot total still in favor of Panama. There's your head coach, Arjun Viderlan. I think all in all, he has to be pleased with his side. '82nd minute. I think the referee's just allowing some latitude here for the goalkeeper. Aruba continues to push. They are very much in this. There's the captain. And a cross is blocked, and well done. It'll be a corner kick. They keep pressing, the third of this second half. Fourth in total for Aruba. Vanessa Susanna to take it. She scored in the 5th minute, the only goal for Aruba. Absolute rocket. Top of the 6. Oh my. Blocked right in front of the goalkeeper, who is having trouble moving. Her legs are cramping, so Aruba would do well to fire on goal as much and as often as possible and test the goalkeeper. There's Diana Rogers in the 9 jersey, the 15-year-old playing on the senior women's national team. You know who was younger than that? Marta Cox. The Panamanian legend was 14 when she joined the senior women's national team. Get well. It's a shot from distance, not a bad idea. Once again, as I said, trying to make Cordoba move. And that is number 20, that's Ronhell. Lovely move by Tanner. Almost a perfect ball to Quintero, but a little too heavy. 84th minute. I'm sure we'll see quite a bit of stoppage time because of the goalkeeper. It's Carla Riley having some fun out there. That's not easy to do, to stand on top of the football. Kudos to the camera operators from Concacaf bringing us these great pictures to enjoy the best of the best. The best senior women from Panama and Aruba. Here's Diana Rogers getting right back up. Here's Trump. Throw in for Aruba. They've tasted victory in this tournament. 2-1 win over St. Kitts and Nevis. And Gums gets up slowly for Aruba in the 10 jersey. Took a hit. Good idea from Gums, but better defense from the center back in Panama. Here comes the pressure. A lovely win there from the captain, but she's not going to be able to catch up to it. Ball trip, number 23 from Panama said, "Not on my watch." Goal kick for Panama. There's a good look at Karina Baltrip, the 27-year-old. Plays for SS Lazio in her club ball. It's twice now Tanner has made that same move. Credit Tanner. And Dornkamp will be carded for that foul. No surprise, Tanner has been, no doubt, the woman of the match for Panama so far. Riley, 3 goals in the tournament, the 26-year-old, currently playing for Sydney United. Tanner has been a standout for Panama for many years now. Here's Ronhelt. Turned over. Gums. Aisa Gums, the 28-year-old, oh, she's so good. Knows when to put her body in the right place. Yellow card to, I didn't see who fouled Gums there. I'll have to rely on my super producer, Monique Thompson. And it looked like the captain shoved Riley. Okay, it's number 2. Yeah, that's a yellow card. Hillary Hine, who just checked in. So she's booked. And I don't know if the ref will book Sandra Benitez. I don't think she saw the shenanigans. 89th minute. Ball into the penalty area. Oh, if Gums could have just gotten a foot on that, redirected it towards the goal. Again, the high press from Aruba has been effective. Genesis Hazel gave it right back to Quintero. Panama. Charlene King, watch out. There's a left-footed rocket. Blocked. Fortunately. There's Riley Tanner throwing for Panama. And she'll give way to number 2, Hillary. Goal kick, Aruba. All right, 90th minute. Hustle from Carla Riley. Baltrip will change the point. Does that say 8? Yes, it does. It looked like 8 added minutes. Oh, watch out. And that one went wide right. 8 additional minutes. Some chaos in front of the goal there, and that shot by Quintero went wide right. She didn't miss by much, though. Let's watch the replay here as Hadassah Kak is on the ground. And a quick turn by Quintero, but great camera work. You could see the intensity in the face of Quintero. Bright lights under the lights here on Thursday night in Penanome, Panama. Thanks so much for being with us. Make sure you join us tomorrow night as Jamaica takes on Antigua and Barbuda. It's a great day any day. Bunny Shaw is on the pitch. The standout player from Jamaica, playing in the WSL. They can win the group with a win tomorrow night against Antigua and Barbuda, but needs to be accompanied by a victory or a draw against Guyana. Vanessa Susanna is going to get a break. Joyce Chen will check in for Aruba, number 13. Good night for Susanna. She scored the only goal for Aruba back in the 5th minute, but that's really been the story tonight, is Aruba just unable to generate enough attacking chances. 18 shots for Panama to just 8 for Aruba. And that is a left-footed chip right over the bar. Heck of an attempt. Didn't miss by much. Charlene King. Poetry in motion is she. Only 3 shots in this second half for Aruba. Look at Neto sliding in. I mean, she's just absolutely the kind of defender you want playing for your side. No quit, totally giving up her body. Michaela Neto, the 19-year-old, plays for Young FC Utrecht. All right, Charlene King to take it, the corner kick for Panama. It's interesting that so many balls are played inside the 6. I feel like it's much easier for the goalkeeper. And a yellow card for number 8, Xiandra Gonzalez, on this foul on Gums. Just horrendously late. Ice Gums. Good night for Gums. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, Breinberg. Again, is the goalkeeper not moving very well. Legs are cramped. You can see Adonai Breinberg upset with herself. She actually had time. You know, should applaud the one-time effort. I mean, it's really technically what you want your players to do. That's how you beat goalkeepers, not by spending a lot of time trapping the ball here. Just wasn't quite ready for it. Looked like it took a deflection, sort of skidded. But Breinberg, the 17-year-old, very bright future ahead of her and Aruba. All right, 3 minutes left. Throw in Aruba. No, corner kick, my bad. 4th corner kick of this half, 5th in total. They could make it interesting here. It's the captain, Soraya Vorhove. We'll do it again from the other side. Goalkeeper's moving not well, cramping in both calves, trying to wait out these final 2 minutes. Crazier things have happened. 5th corner kick of this second half. Neto in there trying to chest it. Cordoba comes out and punches it away. Aruba's still on it though. Just see how much this means to both teams playing so hard. Under a minute. Goalkeeper sends a blast. Here's Gumps to Rogers. Here's a left-footed shot. Oh! I like the shot from distance with the goalkeeper struggling. Captain trying to cross it into the penalty area. It's what you want to do right now. Just put that ball into danger. Here's Genesis Hazel down the right flank. Right-footed cross into the box. And that touch just a little too heavy. And that is how we're going to end it. Your final whistle, your score. Panama 3, Aruba 1. Your goal scoring summary, the 5th minute, Aruba, they got started early but had nothing the rest of the way. 3 goals from Panama. And the 17th minute was Riley Tanner, Hernandez on a header, and Carla Riley finishing off a PK. When we come back, we'll show you full-time match highlights and statistics. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Se volvería el clasificatorio Concacaf W 2025-2026 en el Gimnasia Sano Pisado. Eliminado el próximo 17 de abril, 7 de la noche, en el estadio Ciudad Latina. Panamá se mide a Cuba.
everybody? Welcome back to our full-time match highlights. That's Sandra Benitez of El Salvador doing a nice job this evening, leading the way. That's an early shot from Aruba. Boy, they started off well, and right here is a rocket of a goal from Vanessa Susanna in the 5th minute, and Aruba takes a surprising early look at the joy and the smiles on those faces. And soon after that, some great goalkeeper play by Hadassah Koch from Aruba. Panama just kept coming. 13 shots in that first half. Shirlene King misses wide right on that, but here's Riley Tanner on the doorstep, does not miss. Riley Tanner gets the equalizer in the 17th minute, and Panama did not look back. They really dominated the rest of that first half. Cordoba, the goalkeeper for Panama, makes a couple of saves. Only giving up 1 goal. There is Hernandez in the 29th minute. It's 2-1 Panama. Look at this placement. The header from Arlen Hernandez. Panama takes a 2-1 lead, and that is how the first half ended. Panama was rolling, though. That halftime was good for Aruba to stop some of their momentum. Riley Tanner offside there, but the woman of the match, no doubt about it, number 13, Riley Tanner. She scores in the 17th minute. Here's a shot from Ron Hell that's deflected. One of 13 corner kicks, I think, for, we'll find out in the stats, but there is Breinberg. The 17-year-old has some really good ideas. Number 8, Adonaya Breinberg, just wasn't able to finish tonight in the attacking third. There's Riley Turner. She drew the penalty, and Carla Riley, Riley to Riley, makes it 3-1 in the 73rd minute. The Selly, a big heart, all love for Panama. And your final score, they win it 3-1 at home in front of the home crowd. Panama 3, Aruba 1. 19 shots to just 11. Both teams 6 shots in the second half, so really a better second half for Aruba shot-wise, but 13 corner kicks to just 6 for Aruba. 55-45 ball possession in favor of Panama. You know, it was a really competitive and a good game. I think Aruba, you know, in 2022, they lost 9-0 to Panama, so I think they've come a long way. Let's take a look at our updated Group E standings. Look who's on top now. Panama, ranked number 6 in the Concacaf rankings. They're going to look at a showdown with Cuba coming up to see who wins Group E. Thanks so much, everybody. I got to say thank you to my producers, Ryan Young, Andrew Forsyth, and the magnificent Monique Thompson. Great work tonight. I'm Jamie Watson saying so long from Panama. Have a good night, everybody.